Here's how to throw a tie hook. So the idea is I come around like I'd be throwing, say, a boxer style hook or an extended hook, but I'm going to be throwing the thumb down and all the way so that I can hit with my two big knuckles, mostly aiming just behind the ear and having the furthest extension on my arm. So of course you can throw that on power side to come around, or you can throw that on your lead side. Just make sure to keep your elbow slightly bent and your wrist locked straight so you don't jam the wrist or the elbow up while throwing a tie style hook. Practice gently on the heavy bag, so if my partner actually just puts her hand up, I can start punching here and just feeling a little bit of resistance. If you don't hold your wrist straight and you don't lock that elbow a little bit bent here, you can end up jamming it pretty hard. So practice lightly to start, try to get your hand motion in, almost hitting down on the target, like this. And then you can progress up to a heavy bag to try to practice that hit at full steam. A thumb up head height hook or boxer style hook. So from this, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to throw the punch at the strongest skeletal and musculature integrity possible. So as soon as I start turning my hand out, or even as far as say a tie hook, I'm putting my joints at certain levels of risk. So the idea is you'll never have a more powerful hook than the boxer style hook in here. Now there's kind of an old joke is like two guys are arguing like, oh, I hit with Dolph Lundgren style power, and the other guy's like, well, I hit with Rocky Terminator style power. Well, what does it matter if all it needs is 40 pounds right on the jaw there? So the accuracy of your punches is more important than the power. But when you're working, say, on a target like an EJ, for example, here, you want to make sure that when you're throwing that hook, you're trying to clip either straight on the nose or into the chin. I rarely want to try to hit towards the back of the ear or the head here, just leaving me a little bit more exposed. So if she brings her hand up, I'm here, just for me to hit, please. Pardon. I'm here like this. I'm trying to throw that hook with very little distance between my chin and my hand here. Make sure your opposite hand is up, chin is down, and elbow is in line with the wrist. So I'm not raising my hand or lowering it. Thumb is up, palm is facing me. Palm down body hook. So this time what I'm trying to do is throw somewhat of a dangerous style body hook. And the reason for it is that I'll always have a little bit of angle on my arm. So my wrist is going to be somewhat below my elbow. Elbow is going to be somewhat below my shoulder, depending on the height of your partner. So when I go to throw this, what I'm trying to achieve is just as much power or pressure, but on a much smaller surface area when I throw palm down as opposed to a thumb up or palm in body hook. So the reason why we would do this is, number one, to cause immense amount of pain. But number two is it can be a much longer range style body hook. So from here, if someone's kind of keeping their hands up, if I throw more of like a thumb up or palm into me, I have to be very, very close to land that successfully. So if I throw palm down, I can get a much further reach and hopefully attain that attack and be able to bring my hand back or counter if necessary.